Good evening, YouTubers. Yeah, it's me. I don't know if you can see me in the light here. It's New Year's Eve. And anyway, I didn't get asked for a date. So I'm out playing the Land Rover. And it's pouring out. So we thought we'd take you for a ride, right? So we're going to have some midnight mud. It's raining like a bastard out. So we're going to lock the center diff. Got my C's lollipop, and no, I don't have a beer. I got a Coke, and we're gonna play for a bit. So we're headed home, and we take you along. So hang on to your ass. Here we go. Gonna get a bit noisy in here. Got all the lights on up front. Something out there, I can see it. Either a reflector or a critter, one of the two. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Not the reflector. So we're in the 93 110. This is number 499. This is the one that's got the 4.2 liter motor in it. This thing goes, man. I came up the hill tonight, and I was pulling up on the rev limiter in third gear with no trouble. Go try that in your 110, see how far it gets you. This is all gravel through here, so that's pretty good. There's a section down here that must have been real bad in the old days. Mind you, this bridge we're going over is really old. I think it was built in the 30s. Anyway, must have been quite the gooey mess because they paved it. So you get up the hill. Yeah, we're just touching 50 right now. Turn on the tunes, but old YouTube probably get upset. Oh, it's copyright. Yeah, like that. Nasty out here tonight. Wouldn't want to get stuck out here, I tell you. Houses again, go slow past the house, another real old bridge. Coming up to the paved road. We're down to high 30s. Gotta be nice going past these people's houses. Yeah, I got center diff locked. No, I'm not gonna unlock it on this paved section. It ain't worth it. It's not even a quarter of a mile. Maybe an 8 at that. There you go. It's over. Done with. Sure wish I had electric side windows. That'd be cooler than hell. Damn doors be rough. Alright, I'm gonna get noisy. I just turned the heater back on. Lights out in the distance for some reason. Straight off the nose. I don't know if you can see it. A little easier in the nighttime when you're coming around blind corners. You can tell if somebody's coming because you can see the lights, right? Still, stay on your side of the road. We got a lot of lights on in front today. A lot of gravel here. Another bridge. A lot of water here. Wow, holy smoke, that thing. I think it's boogie down here in the dark. The plastic top on it, though, you freeze your butt off. We got the heater working into one pan here really good. And I've got the whole bra completely shut. That's why I get the damn water temperature up to keep the windows defrosted. Whee! Try to look way out ahead of you. The problem is your eyes. The eyes are the problem. With the rain coming down the way it is, you're always trying to look beyond the lights. Because of the heavy rain, it's very difficult. I've got everything on the front is LED. Not very muddy at all. A lot of grip. This pretty hard packed road, I must admit. There's a few sections up here that'll get muddy. We're going to get up in a little while. I used to film cowboy westerns out here a century ago, believe it or not. I've done a YouTube about that before. Go look. Big puddle. And another bridge. Yeehaw! Daylight, we can do that quick. I won't say how quick. Sure wouldn't want to be out here if it was snowing at this rate. Of course, it doesn't do that here, but you guys are up there in the snow belt, you know, Colorado, Nevada, Utah, Idaho. I'm a hoe, you're a hoe, whatever hoe. You gotta be damn careful about playing in the snow. I watch you guys on the YouTube and shake my head in disbelief. Just because you got a pickup don't mean you can go wheeling. Pickup truck's the last thing in the world you want. No weight on the back axle. And you've got heavy springs on it to haul heavy loads, so it doesn't articulate, which means the tires don't stay on the road. And the more doors you got, the worse it gets. Because the brake over, which is the distance between the front axle and the rear axle, is too great. For the littlest bump in the road, you get high centered. So don't go out there in the pickup trucks. Same with the snow. You want to be a snowplow in a pickup truck, the only way to really do it is A, be chained up all four, but you need a lot of dead weight in the back. Keep that rear axle on the ground. If that axle's sliding around, you're going to be in a drift. Okay, so enough of that. Yeah, I don't know what the conditions are, so I'm not being stupid and coming down here at full chat. There's an owl right there, if you saw that. In the daylight, you can see I got a right-hander coming up here. Don't like second gear there sometimes. At 60 and third, so you're starting to get some wheel spin. Go back out. No, I don't have the ARBs are not locked. You don't need them locked on a road like this. Lock the axles, you end up having trouble. If you got a posse, you're going to have trouble. The average guy don't know how to drive with a posse in the back. And I race Corvettes. That's got a posse in the back. I know how to drive it. You have to be very careful putting the power in. Here we go. Spin train track. Another really old bridge, right? I'm surprised we haven't seen no cowboys out here hooting and shooting, being stupid. Alright, here's where we made a lot of movies. Railroad tracks you just saw we just crossed. It's from the 1800s. Alright, a little more light on the subject. I got fog lights. We turn it on first click, it's yellow. Go on the second click, it goes clear. that helped a bit. I figure we see some stupid people out here tonight. I guess I'm only dumb on the block now. Another bridge. We're going to slow from the bridge. You always hit the bridge square, not sideways. You don't hit bridge walls. And they were doing construction down here the other month. Railroad putting in, Sierra Railroad putting in new ties and stuff. The last thing you want to do is come down here. Big puddle, right at the... Yeah, you imagine if we hit that at high speed, you got straight off. Okay, here's where they're working. More water. Don't ever go blasting through water if you don't know what's in there. That's why you see other guys on YouTube. I'm running 2 cameras here, so we're going to see which one comes out best. I say the phone with the 3 lenses. There was another movie they made out here in the 70s. I don't remember what it was now. I'd have to go look it up. Just up here somewhere on the left. They actually built a little fake town up here. Oh, that was bumpy. Big hole in there. And that hole is still harder as nails, as you saw. Wow. Is that a slam? I'm glad I wasn't on the Honda. Been on my African twin. I've been laying in that puddle out here in the dark trying to find my phone. Right. I guess the Sierra Railroad guys have got to come and fix this. Some critter just crossed from right to left. I couldn't see what it was that went over the fence, but it went over the fence. No, I would probably guess coyote. This thing got so much gruntlier that went right down to nothing. Still 4th gear, up to 3rd, over the tracks. Whoa, my camera. Blue camera ended up looking to the moon there. Alright, last section. This is good through here. How about 8-0? Sign out in the distance is kind of my, so to speak, brake marker. And the differential is unlocked. We're on the back top. And that's it. Happy New Year and yada yada yada. Okay, I'm gonna cross that. Head past one last movie place here. This thing goes, look at that, that's 3rd gear there. Breaking in real nice. Pulls like a freight train for Land Rover, that is. I know you can hear my heater blowing away. Now we're going to cross, I won't say we're going to cross it, we're going to parallel the tracks again. This was another very famous Western movie. Played out right here on this road. I bet this house wasn't there. I bet money it wasn't there. The only piece left is that red building right there was in the movie in the 1920s. And the camera was pointing this way. Oh, that's it for the off-road stuff. If you're bored, Happy New Year. We'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. If you want to have a fun for another 15 minutes or so, sit tight. put disc brakes on the back of this thing. Just needs to haul it down quicker for suit me. Another very, very old bridge right here. See those red triangles down there in the distance, you're wondering what the hell, you're off the road and into the bushes. That's why they're there. I had some farmer put them there because some dumbass came around here and went smack. Probably a local drunk teenagers. It's kind of cool road. Holds corners pretty good, huh? Got new tires on it. And they're working. And no, you don't overinflate them on these things. They're 34 pounds in the front, 38 in the back right now. There's a hairpin, well, not a hairpin, but it might as well be. We're just up here in the dark, hard 90 degree. There it is. You see it in the daylight, you see it way out in the distance. Dark village. Oh, this is all new. And again, there's some other dork somebody out here with the tape. Farmer probably did it. He had to buy a new gate. Joey the drunk probably drove into it. You guys would rather be watching sailing doodles and watching the hotties on the boats with the skimpy outfits. If I could get a couple of hotties and skimpy outfits in the car, I'd do it. But any takers? I know it brings ratings. Can't complain when there's a pretty girl in the room. Squiggles and wiggles here for road signs. There's that damn fan that quit coming on in the engine. I'm going to get rid of that thing. I heard it clutch up. I'm going to get rid of it. We'll just put a full-time electric in there. Anytime that fan in the engine locks up, connects, horsepower goes right in the toilet. You know, driving a propeller. Yeah, I'm getting off early, buddy. We're not going to come through here and race speed. We're bottling along here. And no, they don't have 411, whatever crazy diffs you think I have in here. This is a 110 NAS model, North American specification. And it's got the stock diffs is 354 air ratio. And on the transfer case, you can get count them, 5 different ratios for high range. These were imported with the lowest ratio. 4th gear on the main box is 1:1, as it should be. 5th gear is a smidge on the overdriven side. I go 96 or no 91 or some crap. I go 91. Here's a naughty corner coming up here that everybody in town. Gee, I had to fix that piece of road there. There's another corner up here that everybody, Joey likes to go straight off on this. Singing some country farm song, ends up in the bushes and then in the hospital when they gotta come get him. See what I mean? It suckers you in. We're right down to 30 indicated now. Creep, 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 creep. Don't drop your wheels off the edge. A big ditch in there. Gotta fix my camera again. There it goes. Well, 21 minutes and I'm not done yet. Another 90 degree. Here out for the next couple of miles, I tell you, if I was designing a new racetrack somewhere, this section from starting in the middle of this corner, 90 degree, leading out onto this, I'd use this section. Absolutely fabulous. I'm a little more old school than you guys think. Coming through here, flat on the floorboards in a 962 course in the rain would be an absolute riot. What the hell are they doing up here? It'd have to be twice this width, mind you. You know, it'd be like the Lausanne in Le Mans. It's nearly 4 miles flat out. They put all these Mickey Mouse ass chicanes in years ago. They should have done, instead of, my dad said, instead of changing the road, should have fixed the car. The problem was the freaking Mercedes. When Mark Webber, look at his film, here got under the nose, picked the car up, threw it over the fence and landed out in the bushes. 200 change. They say, oh, well, the track is a problem. The track hasn't been a problem since the 1920s. See, now we got an S-bend right here. Need more lights. Now, you can take out the railroad tracks here. Want to hit them square. Never hit road tracks at an angle when it's wet. Slow down. Good way to take you straight off the road and go somewhere else. Anyway, what do I know about Le Mans? Well, if you watch Ford versus Ferrari movie, now you know everybody I knew as a little boy. I mean, everybody. My dad used to go down the Lausanne at night in the Aston and be adjusting the headlights a couple nights before the 24-hour race. I said, what happened if it's raining? He said, get wet. Okay. Just fabulous for what, guys? Imagine this oil. Me, I race sports cars. I missed my chance at that. I wanted to be driving that Group 44 Jag. I was bugging Tullius about it, and all of a sudden they got the clock clean by British Leyland, pull the plug, jack your cars in by then. Anyway, I raced motorcycles all my life. Started out on dirt bikes, didn't do real good. Went road racing, went back on the dirt bikes, got real good. And I won a lot of races all over North America. You can't come to Canada and win a race up here unless you pay your dues. Well, nobody told me that. I showed up twice, won everything I've entered. Same Mid-Ohio. You can't come to Mid-Ohio, haven't never been here before, yada, yada, yada. Alright, so we're almost out of here. Rain's getting bad. This is evil. There's a crossroad up here in a second, as you can see by the sign. It's not where the sign is. I still can't see it. Jesus Christ, what the hell is it? Oh, I just making out the road here on the right. See it? It's dark out here, boys and girls. Here we go. Last stretch. We'll call it good. I always wondered what this place was like when the immigrants first came over the mountains. Boy, the dumbasses they were coming over those mountains. My God. Got down here where I started coming down in, but my God, all open country. There's no one here. The only ones here were some Indians, locals. And sadly, I don't think there's much, if any, of that tribe left, unfortunately. Whitey in America wasn't very nice to the locals. Real tight through here. The Porsche S's right at the lawn. Yeah, but you ain't coming through there in fifth gear. You'll be coming through here in second. You go down a bottom gear, that's down here. See? That's still second. Boom. First gear. Right up there. Boy, what a mess this place is. Wow, somebody's coming. The first car we passed on the whole trip. Look at that. And another one. Bar ain't closed yet, is it? I can't see. Now I can turn the lights back on. Here we go. Got another hard turn coming up. Can't see it in the dark. There's a sign way down there. I see it now. You're not sure, don't go stupid. I raced motorcycle, like I said. I was road racing. Triumphs and Ducatis. And a BSA now and again. Boy, oh boy, did I have my fair share racing in the rain. Could never race a Sonoma, Sears Point in the rain. Just, hey, somebody like Paul Ritter come back out after a couple laps and go, can't keep it on two wheels. And if Paul's not able to keep it on two wheels, Joe Amateur was going to go out there and, you know, be kissing the pavement real quick. But I raced Daytona in the rain. Steamboat Spring, Colorado, raced through the streets, which I won 16 times. Many times it rained. We'd come with the correct tires on, which were Avon. Somebody say go and I'd be gone.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be here.
Westwood, British Columbia, 1990. Got up in the morning. Oh, the weather was absolute crap. And they were going to postpone it. We said we came too far, all the way from California, to sit here and postpone it. Damn race is raining. And before you know it, somebody heard us. They turned off the rain. The sun came out, and it was absolutely gorgeous. But you know, some of the guys didn't even want to go out and practice in the rain. And practice, but it was, you know, dwindling away by then. The track was damn. I won the 250 race. I only lost the 250 race because me and Craig were too busy giggling at each other out front. We were playing game, and we realized the flag had come out. I hadn't passed him yet. Then I went out in the 500 race, only because Jeff Duke went over and bitched for me. Said, why can't Mike run in the 500 race? Canadians say, oh, he's on the 350. So we used to race 350s in the 500 race all the time. So they let me. So I started, get this, are you listening? You're a motorcycle guy, you'll love this. You had to start 67. And the grid was biased to the left. So I made sure I was first one out on the warm-up lap, start scrubbing the tires, getting the heat up on the brakes. Because that Ducati had drum brakes on it. Everybody in the class had drum brakes. And I got them. I got up on the grid. It was 4 across each row. My buddies now got invited because they were on 350s, so I was 67th, dead last. When no one was looking, I was pushing the bike backwards and canting it off to the right so I could see the flag. That guy moved his elbow and I dumped the clutch. And are you ready for this? Well, we're going to be a big puddle down here coming. When I got to turn 2, I was 8th. Yes, indeedy. I come through there like a knife through butter. And it was the next 18 laps or whatever it was. I know it was long. It took me that long to get to the front for the 350 because the 500s would blow my doors off down the back straightaway, down through the Canyon, over Deer's Leap. Some of the guys were dumbasses, which up the throttle for the jump. I just stayed on the paint, kept it pinned. Anyway, I caught what I thought was the leader coming up the hill on the last go, and I got him by the width of the front tire right on the line. And if anybody knows who Jeff Duke is, D-U-K-E, go look him up, Isle of Man, world champion. My dad was his mechanic at Aston's. Yeah, I told you I know everybody. And anyway, I won the race. He was ecstatic. I was ecstatic. My wife was ecstatic. Anyway, that's the end of that. Happy New Year. And like, subscribe, and tell your friends. And I'll do a motorcycle thing pretty quick with some stupid stories. Bye-bye.